With no option here but to throw it away. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
This is McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw, Purdy. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Second down and goal. Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open. Complete. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Holding. Defense.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will serve.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Hurts throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Thomas has got it, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Thomas has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
I know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hurts will throw.
Dancing to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And out now come the Eagles.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But 1st down, Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
From the 38,
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Offense set to get this drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone. Found him, and they get a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. There are a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Lions on Sunday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. This will be fielded inside the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Throwing on third, Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
Gone. And that will be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Here's Cousins.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Cousins.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't entered. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
And he's brought down.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep...
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First down. Here's Cousins.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Cousins. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
From the shotgun, he'll throw. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
John Franklin Myers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8.
And it also brings up 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, try to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Play fake. Cousins. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Throwing again on second down. Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, Cousins winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Cousins to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield. But on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Joseph's got it, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers continue to pull away here this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down, Swift.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Fielded at the 20. Ooh, with a juke. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's McCaffrey.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now they're in the hurry-up.